What is honor and why does it matter to us? We often hear this word, honor, bandied about in conversations, in books, films, and even in our everyday lives. But what does it truly mean? At its core, honor represents a moral compass, a set of values that guide us in our decisions and actions. It's an intrinsic part of various societies, and it's often tied to concepts of bravery, integrity, and respect. But the fascinating thing about honor is that its interpretation can vary greatly across different cultures and eras. Now let's take a moment to journey back in time, to the era of the Vikings. A time when honor wasn't just a lofty ideal, but a tangible, palpable part of their everyday existence. It was their guiding star, the very essence of their being. In the Viking era, honor wasn't just an abstract virtue, but a way of life. Honor for the Vikings was a living, breathing entity woven into the very fabric of their society. This honor code emerged from the roots of their harsh and unforgiving environment. Living in the rugged landscapes of the north where survival was a daily challenge, the Vikings found strength in unity. Trust, respect, and honor were not just concepts, but lifelines necessary for their survival. This unity was forged in the crucible of their shared hardships, and it was then that the Viking honor code took shape. It was more than a set of rules. It was a pledge to stand by each other, a commitment to their community. This code was their compass, guiding their actions and decisions. In a world where the line between life and death was often blurred, the Viking honor code gave them purpose and direction. It emphasized the strength of their community and their shared responsibility towards each other. The Viking honor code was a testament to their resilience and unity, a beacon guiding their actions in the rugged landscape of their lives. At the heart of the Viking honor code were principles that defined their society and individual actions. Firstly, courage was of utmost importance. Vikings were renowned for their bravery in battle, their fearlessness in the face of danger. This courage was not reckless but calculated, a strategic boldness that made them formidable opponents. Their sagas, full of daring exploits, are testament to this courage. Secondly, loyalty, particularly to one's leader and kin, was deeply ingrained in the Viking ethos. A Viking was expected to stand by their chieftain in times of peace and war, and to defend their family and clan, even at the cost of their own life. This loyalty bound together the Viking community, creating a network of mutual support and protection. Truthfulness was another critical tenet. Vikings valued honesty and despised deceit. A Viking's word was his bond. A promise once given was expected to be kept, regardless of the consequences. To lie was a grave dishonor, tarnishing not only the liar's reputation, but also that of their family. Hospitality, too, was a key aspect of the Viking honor code. Vikings were expected to offer food, drink, and shelter to travelers, and to treat guests with kindness and respect. This tradition of hospitality fostered connections between communities and promoted peaceful relations. Self-reliance was also highly prized. Vikings were expected to be capable and resourceful, able to provide for themselves and their families. This tenet fostered a culture of resilience and adaptability, traits that served the Vikings well in their often harsh and challenging environment. Lastly, respect for the gods was a central part of Viking honor. Vikings believed that their actions were observed by the gods and that they would be judged accordingly. This belief in divine oversight encouraged adherence to the honor code, reinforcing its tenets in Viking society. In the Viking world, to live with honor was to embody these tenets in thought, word, and deed. The Viking honor code may seem archaic, yet it holds lessons for us today. It's more than just a relic of a bygone era. It's a beacon of resilience and unity that continues to shine, inspiring us to uphold virtues that are often overlooked in our fast-paced world. Yes, the world has changed since the days of the Vikings, but the values of loyalty, courage, and respect, the bedrock of their honor code, remain timeless. They are not just Viking virtues, they are human virtues. They are the threads that weave together the fabric of any strong society. In a world where trust is a currency more valuable than gold, the Viking honor code can serve as a guide. It can inspire us to be more loyal, more courageous, and more respectful. In a world often riddled with deceit and disloyalty, the Viking honor code stands as a stark reminder of a time when honor was not just a virtue, but a way of life.